Welcome back to the Chapter 1 Club. I am Ryan, and I am writing solo today. Exactly, not solo. I have got you, the listener, but no guest in the chair. Just me breaking down a book that honestly changed the way I think about my own laziness. We are talking Atomic Habits by James Clear. And look, I know what you are thinking. Another self-help book telling me to wake up at 4 a.m. and take cold showers. This one is different. It is actually useful for normal humans who like sleep and snacks. So here is what we are doing today. I am going to walk you through the core ideas that actually matter from this book, not the fluffy stuff. The stuff you can use today to stop sucking at the things you keep saying you want to do. And we are going to keep it real, like two friends grabbing a beer reel. All right, let us start with the big idea. The headline. The thing James Clear wants you to tattoo on your brain. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Read that again in your head for a second. Let it marinate. Because here is the thing. We all set goals. I am going to lose 15 pounds. I am going to read 20 books this year. I am going to start that side hustle. And then nothing. Or maybe something for like a week and a half. And then we feel like garbage and we blame our willpower. We think we are just broken. Clear says, no man, your willpower is fine. Your system is trash. The environment around you is setting you up to fail. He talks about this thing called the 1% rule. It sounds small. It sounds almost too simple. But stick with me. If you get just 1% better at something every single day, by the end of the year, you are not 365% better. You are like 37 times better. Compound interest, brother. It works for your money, and it works for your habits. But here is the scary part that nobody likes to talk about. It works the other way too. Getting 1% worse every day. Skipping the walk. Eating the extra slice. Doom scrolling instead of sleeping. That also compounds. And you wake up one day, 6 months later, wondering why you feel like a tired potato with no motivation. It was not one big mistake. It was 1,000 tiny, invisible ones. Okay, so how do we actually do the 1% better thing? This is where Clear drops the framework that makes the whole book worth the price. He calls it the 4 laws of behavior change. Think of it like a cheat code for your brain. Law number 1. Make it obvious. We are creatures of environment. We see a cookie on the counter, we eat the cookie, not because we are weak, because we have eyeballs and the cookie is right there. So to build a good habit, you've got to make the cue obvious. Clear talks about something called an implementation intention. Fancy words for a simple plan. Instead of saying I will work out more, you say, I will put on my running shoes at 7 a.m. right after I brush my teeth. You are stacking the new habit onto an old one you already do automatically. It is like a habit sandwich. Toothpaste, then shoes. And to break a bad habit, you flip it. Make it invisible. I am serious. Put the video game controller in a drawer. Put the cookies in the garage. Make it a hassle for your lazy brain to get to the bad stuff. You would be shocked how many bad habits are just convenience problems. Law number 2. Make it attractive. This is the fun one. We think discipline means pain. Clear says, what if we just tricked ourselves into liking the hard stuff? He calls it temptation bundling. Link something you want to do with something you need to do. For me, I only let myself listen to my favorite true crime podcast when I am doing the dishes or folding laundry. Suddenly, laundry time is not chore time. It is who murdered who in 1987 time. The brain starts to associate the boring task with the dopamine hit. And the bigger, deeper layer here, we imitate people. If you want to get fit, hang out with fit people. Not because they will shame you, but because their normal starts to become your normal. You see them ordering the salad. You order the salad. You are not fighting yourself anymore. You are just fitting in with the tribe. Law number 3. Make it easy. And this, brother, this is the one where I felt personally attacked. Because I am the guy who plans a 3-hour deep work session and then gets distracted by a dust bunny under the couch. Clear says reduce friction. Want to paint more. Leave the brushes and canvas out. Want to eat healthier. Chop the vegetables on Sunday. So when you are tired on Wednesday, the healthy option is actually the lazy option. And he introduces the 2-minute rule. This is the real life hack. When you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes. You want to read 50 books. Habit is read 1 page a night. You want to run a marathon. Habit is put on the running shorts. That is it. You can take them right back off. But you will not, because once the uniform is on, once you have started the motion, the friction is gone. The hardest part of any hard thing is the start. Shrink the start until it is laughably easy. Law number 4. Make it satisfying. This is the glue. Good habits have delayed rewards. Eating that salad now feels good for your 6-pack in 6 months. Netflix feels good right now. Our brains are toddler-brained. We want the cookie now. So we have to bring the reward into the present. Clear talks about the paperclip strategy. Every time a sales guy made a call, he would move a paperclip from one jar to another. Clink. Immediate feedback. Progress. Your brain loves that little hit of success. And for breaking bad habits, make it immediately painful. Get an accountability partner. Tell them, if I miss the gym this week, I am buying you dinner. Make the cost of failure real and now. But underneath all those 4 laws, there is a deeper layer. And this is the part that actually made me put the book down and just stare at the wall for a minute. It is the shift from outcome-based habits to identity-based habits. Most of us say, I want to quit smoking outcome, so I will use nicotine gum process. We fail because we still see ourselves as a smoker who is trying to quit. Clear flips it. He says start with identity. I am not a smoker. That is who I am now. So when offered a cigarette, the question is not should I cheat on my diet. The question is, does this action align with who I am? Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. You do not write a book. You become a writer by writing a little bit every day. You do not get in shape. You become the type of person who does not miss workouts. It removes the guilt. It removes the cheat day mentality. You are just being you, the new you. All right, let us land this plane. The big takeaway from Atomic Habits is not try harder. It is design better. Stop relying on the heroic, perfect version of you that might show up tomorrow. Design your life for the tired, hungry, lazy version of you that shows up every single night at 9 p.m. Hide the bad stuff. Put the good stuff in plain sight. Shrink your goals until they are stupid easy. And just focus on being the person who does the thing. That is it for this week on the Chapter 1 Club. If you take one thing from today, go move something in your house. Put the floss next to your toothbrush. Put the book on your pillow. Make the 1% change. It adds up faster than you think. I am Ryan. Thanks for hanging out. Catch you in the next one.